Perfecto. Which one do you want to do first?
Love somebody.
Okie dokie.
Alright. So it starts on a C.
Are you sure? I'm just joking. You're right.
Right hand, right?
Yes, dear.
Oops. And then it's a E.
Mm-hmm.
And then F.
Check if, are they next door neighbors?
Yes.
The E and the next
No,
one?
it goes up a third to G.
Beautiful language. I love your language.
And then it goes down a second to an F.
C, E,
No,
G.
down a third to an E.
Okay, hold on. It starts with a C. It goes up a third to a E. And then it went up a third to a G. So love somebody. What happens at the last note in the measure?
E.
I'm curious about what you're reading. You want to start from the beginning? Because like that you'll make sure that you're actually going in the order.
No.
Okay. So where were you up to? You're up to the
G.
Good.
And then, it's the same.
Thank you.
And then D. And then E. And then F.
Okay. Do you want to put them together? The two hands?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
And then it's a C. And then E. And then G. They're the same.
Nice.
And then,
Good, you're reading. I like that.
F.
Mm-hmm.
And then E. And then D.
Don't ignore the left hand.
I know. Oops. And then it's a C. And then it's an E. A third to G. Same.
Beautiful.
And D. And then E. And then F. And then.
You are flying.
And then it is a
Tricky. It's not a D because it's not drowning.
Oh, okay. Is that an E?
Yes, it is, sir.
And then don't call me sir. And that's another E.
But make sure you're playing the E. Good.
And then D. And then another D. And then C. 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 And then you go.
I'm sorry, you're too fast for me. I'm joking.
Oh.
How did you do that? This is like you're flying. You're playing as if you've done it already 100 times. Did you?
No. And you know what? I don't know.
I think it's just getting easier.
So impressed.
I'm impressed because you are actually reading. Like you looked at it, you're like, wait a second. That's the same note. Someone who doesn't look at the book doesn't know what it is. But you're looking and you're reading. That's pretty astounding. When we do it the second
time, I think I could practice on my own.
I think you're ready. After today, I think you'll have a skip day when you'll do it by yourself, and then we'll do it together. It's going to be pretty amazing.
Or if I'm not ready, so next is come to my house.
But before you jump, let's just make sure we're doing it the second time. But when you do it the second time, do yourself the pleasure of... Hold on. Wait, I need you to put both hands together. Because both... Do them together. At the same time. So, Ethan, if you're not listening to what I'm saying, then you're going to tell me, you're going to accuse me of making you do it a third time. I'm not trying to make you do it a third time. I just want you to...
Fine. Say it.
Okay, what I'm saying is the right and the left have to happen at the same time together. Okay, not first right, then left.
All right.
Woo! C-E. Something's not right?
F, F.
C-E, and then jump a third.
And then it's an F, and E, and D, and O. And then that's an E, I think.
Yep.
And then another E, another D, D.
I'm not gonna cry because I'm shocked. I'm really shocked right now, Ethan. This was amazing. My heart is exploding. You should be really proud.
You want me to get the maid to come in?
Well, I don't know. Is brain juice coming out yet? I think you're containing it perfectly.
Okay. I remember how I played this for Lisa with you. Remember how you were just like so out of it?
Yeah, I almost don't remember anything.
No, remember how Lisa was there and I was petting Marshmallow on the ground? And then I gave her a treat afterwards, remember?
Nope. Maybe I was in bed. Who knows?
Okay, so which book has come to my house in?
It's gonna be in the tall one. It's in the recital book.
Oh, that's why I couldn't find it.
Yep. Usually Susan's gonna give you one page in every book.
Not always, but whatever.
We try to, because that's the way the method goes. Sometimes we have to break it up and say, okay, this week this book, this week that book. You're gonna go back a little bit to page 17.
Here it is.
You got it.
Here we are.
So now you make sure you're counting your steps. Are we going in the order, next door neighbors, or are we jumping thirds? What's going on?
Okay. And then it's gonna be an E.
Mm-hmm.
And then D. And then F.
So make sure your the only confusion you still have, I realize, is the F and the G. So that's basically the only thing you still have to fix.
So you said the G.
It's the G line, good.
And it's going to be a
You gotta count how many down is it from the F line, which
it's
is
an F. It's gotta be an F.
well, the F is all the way on the second line on top.
Oh wait. Okay. I think it's a G.
So have you found the F line yet?
No, but
Okay.
I haven't played it.
Well, now we're in the other hand. So the F line is going to be where the bass clef has the two polka dots. So it's going to be, you see where it says I have games for? I have games for. Under it has a line, and then there's a second line. The second line is the F.
So it's I'm just gonna say it's an F.
Well, the F needs to be on the F line.
Okay, so it's a G. I'm wrong. And then he's drowning.
Okay. Okay.
One
The problem is you're using rules for the right hand, for the left hand, and the rules are different. So we don't have a drowning note in the left hand. Because if you look at the beginning, the right hand is the treble clef and the left hand is the bass clef, and they're different pictures. So they have different rules. I know this is tricky. Last week we also had a little trick, but I promise you, you'll figure it out. So if you figure out where your F line is, you'll be able to count. And
I know where my F line is.
right, so this first long note over there is definitely not an F because it's not on the F line.
Well, it could be an E.
It could be anything, and the only way to know is find your F and then go F, E, whatever.
I don't know how to count.
So, do you know how to make the F line bigger? Like, I ask my students to take a pencil and draw the F line, make it darker. And then you'll know for sure. Or we use a highlighter. Do you have a pencil there?
No.
Okay.
But I just want to get this over with.
I know, and I also have I only have 2 more minutes, but I think we'll get there. So let's look at another one. Let's look at the bottom line. In the bottom line, the first note, the bottom line, the left hand, with where you have those thirds,
Yeah.
those thirds are actually being the bread in the sandwich, because in the middle of their sandwich, their salami is the F line.
Uh-huh.
So that's your F line. We have to find that F line all over so that we know what the other notes are.
Uh-huh.
So if you go to any other line, you got to be able to figure out which one is the F line so that you can count the notes.
Okay, so it's not an F. It's not an F.
Smart, shamart.
It's an G.
Well, the G is going to be on top
No,
of the...
no, wait. It's an E.
The E is going to be under the F line.
Okay, so...
How many lines down is it?
It's not a D.
Count how
No,
many...
not a count. G, F, E, D. It's a D.
It's actually a C, so why don't you go ahead?
Okay, what's a C?
But
Well,
you're going to change your hand. So change your hand. Good. Now you have to think, is it a neighbor? Is it a third?
A third.
Perfect. Perfect.
And they're the same notes.
Almost.
No, it's an F.
Is it going up or down?
It's going up.
So you
No,
did
it's
C,
going
C,
down.
E, E.
D.
Good, good.
And then it's a E.
You played a D. How much going up? Is it a neighbor or a third? What's happening?
A third.
So it's almost a third, because the third would be the F line. So this is actually stretching you a little more. It's more than a third. You gotta count.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you for a favor. You don't have to do this, because I'm gonna let you do this on your own time, and then we'll do it again later this week. If your mom or anyone is home, I think it would be a huge help for you if someone takes a highlighter and marks the F line. That's all you need. Everything else you know beautifully.
Okay, well, we're going to practice. Let's just be done for the day.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll practice again. How about tomorrow again at 4:30?
Well, I think, what did we say? Tomorrow or Thursday? Let me check.
Tomorrow.
Yep, you're right. So what you gotta do is make sure somebody helps you highlight the F line. So, is Mom out of town? Because if she's out of town, I have another idea. You can take the book.
No, wait. I don't want to do it.
Well, the F line is very important. If you don't know
I
the
don't
F
want
line,
to do it.
but how are you gonna count the notes?
Well, I don't want to do it.
Well, then next week, then tomorrow it's gonna look the same way.
Okay, we're going in circles right now, and
Well, I hope we can go in squares tomorrow, or at least in a straight line.
no, there's no such thing as, it's just circles.
All right, but I have to run, so
Okay, well, I will see you tomorrow at 4:30.
all right, and try to see if you can figure out the F line by yourself. Okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.